You're speaking love, but they never hear. I keep saying I love you, but she never understands it. Whenever I express my love, it's just like it's coming back from a wall. It's frustrating, right? You put all the effort in a relationship, you put all the effort for the partner you care about, but it just doesn't go through. It's as if we are speaking different languages. We know we love each other, but we just aren't able to make each other feel loved. It's not understood. Believe me, it's not about understanding, it's about your partner's love languages. There's a beautiful book called The Five Love Languages. I read this book over a dozen times in the past many years. I was keen on improving my relationship, specifically with my partner. But every time I read the book, I came back with more insights. And over the years, what I've improved is relationships not with my partner, with my loved ones, with my friends, with my family, with every single one. Hi, my name is Hitesh Bhatia. I'm a regression therapist and I run a community called Joining Hands, which has 24,000 people globally who are interested in alternate healing. There are five main love languages. Love languages? What really are love languages? There are five main love languages, and each of one speaks a different language. When you learn to speak the love languages, you unlock a full new level of connection. This one trick, this one video is going to help you find the missing piece in the puzzle of your relationships. Let's begin by understanding what are languages. Languages are what we speak, right? I mean, today I'm speaking in English, अब मैं हिंदी में बात करूंगा, नंतर मैं मराठी मध्ये बोलणार, right? So these are languages. Languages were created by whom? Languages were created by humans to express what they felt or what they needed or just to communicate between two people. That's what languages are. Languages are also unspoken languages. In the healing space, in the energy space, there is something called non-verbal communication. But this video is not about that. If you want a video on that, let us know in the comments. But there is also communication without words. It's not that I speak Hindi and my partner speaks English and my mother speaks Gujarati. No, that's not what we're here to understand. What we're here to understand is that there is a language that we speak, a language for love. Where does this language come from? What are the words? Surprisingly, this language has no words. This is a language of emotions. All of us know that when you hug a loved one, it feels amazing. Where is the language in that? Or you know, when you're around someone who gives you beautiful words of appreciation, who praises you, who's there to hold you, or who does something for you, you feel amazing about yourself. Where are the words in that? We're going to understand the five love languages, and these languages are not based on words, not on English, Hindi, or any other language that we know. These are based absolutely differently. What I'm going to do today is break down these five love languages for you. Also tell you how to find out your love language and to find out your partner's love language. And at the end of it, I'm going to give you a very, very insightful tip that will literally transform the way your relationships work. These five love languages were developed by a priest in America who was working with lots of couples who came for divorce. When he started working with them, he realized that these people were speaking different languages. He was amazed. He said, listen, the language itself is different. He was like, oh my God. When he started working with them using these love languages, people's relationships changed. They started attracting right life partners. It was an amazing discovery for him. So get ready to watch your relationships become amazing. The first love language is the words of affirmation. What are words of affirmation? When you and your partner exchange compliments. If you tell someone, you're looking really nice today. Oh, you're such an amazing person. Or you tell someone, today you've cooked very well. Oh, wow. I've never realized how clean this house is. Thank you for ensuring that happens. So words of affirmation is basically giving positive compliments to the other person. The second love language is quality time. This gets really interesting because we expect our partner to give us a kind of time. Some people look at love in the aspects of the time they get from the other. So quality time includes time without the mobile phone, without any disturbances, but being there for that person. The third love language literally blew my mind. It's acts of service. How can an act of service be a love language? Absolutely. An act of service is a language when we do things for people. When we do things that make them happy. Doing a small chore, for example, getting someone a hot cup of chai, or ensuring that they have a glass of coffee when they get up in the morning. Acts of service, folding the bed sheet, doing things that the other person appreciates. Why are these important? We're almost there, 2 more to go. The fourth love language is the language of gifts. Giving someone gifts makes them feel loved. You might say, wow, that's materialistic, and how can someone be so shallow? Well, we're not here to judge. I am here to tell you how to make your relationships better. If someone's love language is gifts, then that's what their love language is. But giving someone a gift or receiving a gift makes them feel loved. And the last language is physical touch. It's not about sex all the time. It's about holding hands, hugging, cuddling, spooning, but just providing touch. Let's go a little deeper into each of these languages. Words of affirmation is when you say compliments. Quality time is pretty simple. It's spending good quality time. Acts of service is doing a chore for the other person. Gifts is buying them physical gifts. And touch is helping the other person by holding hands or hugging. And this is the best part. Remember, if you know your love language, you will always express love in your language. And I'll repeat that. You will express love in your language. Whereas your partner might have an absolutely different language. It could also be your mother, your sister, or your child. They could have an absolutely different language, and they are expecting love in that language, but you are expressing it in your language. It's like your partner doesn't speak Gujarati and you are continuously expressing love in Gujarati, but they just don't get it. You're like, listen, I have so much love. But what you're doing is expressing in a language which is your love language. And I'm yet to give you one more trick, how to find out your love language. But before that, let me give you an example of my wife and me. My wife's love language is quality time, whereas my love language is gifts and physical touch. Yes, you can have 2 love languages also. Most people have 1 love language. Some of us have 2 love languages. We are not judging where they come from, but my love language is touch and gifts. So I always expect my wife to hold my hand in public, give me a hug every morning. When I leave for office, give me a kiss, because I'm expecting touch. I am doing those things because that's what my understanding of expressing love is. That's how I know how to express love. Whereas my wife's love language is quality time. So she's giving me quality time, but she's not buying me gifts. She's not giving me physical touch. Her idea of quality time was to go for a drive, the both of us. Her idea of quality time is going for a walk. But on the walk, we're not holding hands, and I'm not feeling the love. When I understood my love language, I was able to comprehend and understand, why am I acting this way? And then when she understood her love language, and I also understood her love language, I understood how she wants to feel love. With this, we both were able to communicate better with each other. We were able to express better with each other, thereby creating a beautiful relationship for us. Of course, the last part, how do you check your love languages? The author of Love Languages is a gentleman called Gary Chapman, which is this book he wrote, which talks about love languages. You can Google Gary Chapman. What I love, what I love about Gary is he's created a free test on his website. You can go on the website, answer a few questions, and it tells you what your love language is. Then you can have your partner or your child or anyone answer the question again, take the form, the survey again, and it tells you what their love language is. With the understanding of what love is and what love languages are, it becomes so much easier for us to express and share what we feel and how we want to feel love. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do check out Gary's website, find out your love language, put it in the comments for us what your love language is. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.